Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Croft Studios. I'm here with another interesting episode of Interesting Bricks, and I have 5 more pieces to show you guys today. This series has been doing pretty well, so I'm going to keep it up, keep getting these videos out to you. I really like doing this series as well because I show you guys a lot of interesting bricks that you guys might not actually know even exist, and they're cool to look at because you might not have known, hey, I never knew they had that piece before. So it's just cool to show you guys these pieces. So let's go on to our first piece. Our first piece is one of my favorites, which actually came with some of the vintage Arctic sets that came out at one point, which is basically this really cool looking radar dish. You can see how the piece is shaped. It's basically one of these swivel ones right here, so you can, it's kind of like a radar dish. You can kind of move it any position you want to, have it pointed this way in one direction or something like that, any way you want to. So I definitely think it's a cool looking radar dish right there. I really love the printing on this. You can see how it has the icicles hanging down and stuff. I just really love this piece because the white, black, and this color blue really go well together for Arctic, and I just think they did a really good job on this piece. So definitely a great piece and one of my favorite radar dish pieces I have. Up next, I actually do not know much about this piece. I really don't remember where I got this from. I think I got it in a bunch of bulk when I got some bulk a while ago. But it's definitely a cool piece, I thought, when I got it. You can see these hinge pieces are very interesting. I've never really seen these hinge pieces like this before. You can see they have a small circle on them on each side, so it's a really weird hinge type of mechanism right there. It's really cool. You can see how the piece is shaped out. Very interesting at the end. You can see how it kind of shapes into like this weird octagon type of shape right there. But you can see the top right there, how the studs are laid out. I just thought that was kind of weird too, how the studs are kind of laid out odd. Like there's studs here and here, but there's not any in the middle. I just thought the piece for this just had interesting stud points on it, and that's why I kind of wanted to show it to you guys. Up next is a really weird piece, and I have no idea what this is from. I got this in bulk as well when I went to the flea market a while ago. And this is a very weird piece. Taking a look at it, you think from the top it looks like a perfect sphere, but from the sides, basically, if you line it up, you can see how it's kind of flat on some areas. And it's actually a spinning piece. You can see how it's like 2 different types of spinning pieces, and you can see the bottom has a big white piece in it, which is really weird. I do not know what this is from whatsoever. There's a big hole in the middle as well. But you can see how this turns right here individually from the bottom. Same thing with the bottom. If you hold the top, you can just spin the bottom. So it's a really weird piece. I've never seen it before. If you guys know what it's from, tell me in the comments below. Definitely a cool piece, though. I really like this piece. It's useful in many ways if you want to use it in customs or something like that. So definitely a cool piece right there. Up next is an underwater set from basically the vintage Aqua Raiders. I think it was called Aqua Raiders at one point, but it's basically just this big translucent piece. And again, I wanted to highlight the printing that they did at one point. Nowadays, this would probably just be a sticker or something like that. But you can see how basically it's one of those hinge pieces, how it connects on like that. Definitely cool right there, and you can see this piece isn't super rare. It's been in a lot of old sets, so we've seen this before, but I just really wanted to highlight the printing on here. Definitely a sweet looking piece with all this printing. It has the teeth and the menacing eyes, so definitely a sweet piece right here, and I really like that translucent green color as well. And for our last piece, I am completely lost on what this is. This piece has me dumbfounded over a long period of time. So you can see from the top it just basically looks like a 2x8 piece, but it has metal in it, which is really weird. I've never seen a piece like this before. It has metal on it, the Lego font on it, basically. If you can see it, it's actually very small compared to regular Lego, how they print their logo on there. And I think it's really weird, and you can see how the metal kind of sticks out from the side of the studs on each side. I'm guessing this is really old, and it's a really vintage piece. It was maybe used for like an electric train set or something like that, but it's a really weird piece, and I've never seen it before. So definitely my favorite piece out of this Interesting Bricks episode. So if you guys know what this piece is, tell me in the comments below. But it's definitely an awesome piece. Alright guys, so that is basically it for Interesting Bricks episode 3. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Interesting Bricks. Make sure to check out more. I got 2 other ones on my channel if you guys want to check that out in the Interesting Bricks playlist. I'll basically just go to my channel and go to my playlists, and you can find that there. So I hope you enjoyed this interesting bricks episode. Tell me in the comments below if you know what any of these pieces are from, excluding the ones I already knew what they were from. But if you guys know what this black piece, this red piece, and this white piece are from, tell me in the comments below, because they're really weird pieces, and I've actually wanted to know what they're from. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Interesting Bricks. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.